Hello, I am Walker, and this is Let's Play Politics. Today's issue is one that has not been real big in politics lately, but it has been coming up a little more because of a certain individual I'll speak about later. The last time this thing was really a political story was when the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform held a panel on it. The issue is vaccines. Now, it is a stretch, really, to bring it up in this Let's Play because it's not really a political thing, really. But it is something that needs to be spoken about, and the myth behind autism and vaccines just needs to be dispelled. We have to keep talking about it. We have to end this bullshit. It's risky for us as a nation. It's risky for the world if people keep perpetuating the fucking myth. The reason I'm even talking about this is I was visiting with my mom the other week, and on TV I saw that she had The View on. And with my own eyes, I saw little Miss Jenny McCarthy, Miss Playboy turned child killer in my eyes. When she joined the anti-vaccine movement, she brought with her her celebrity. Minor celebrity, because really all she had was some bit parts in some movies and showed her fucking boobs in a Playboy. Big fucking deal. People were, however, more likely to listen to her because of her celebrity, even if it was minor. And she became their spokesperson, really. This is someone who, before being told there was something wrong with her child, thought her child was an indigo child. That is a whole nother mess of fucked up bullshit that I am not even willing to get into. If you want to facepalm so hard, your hand flies through your face and out of the back of your fucking skull, clenching your brain and crushing it, go look up Indigo Children. It is bullshit. And as you're looking into Indigo Children, it'll turn into the next phase of human evolution, and you'll discover Crystal Children. You're gonna hate yourself for reading it. The problem is that the research paper that these dumb fucks are using to back up their claims about autism and vaccines and such turned out to be a complete and total fucking fraud. In 2010, the medical journal that published this paper, The Lancet, fully retracted everything from their published record. But the damage had already been done. The damn thing had been out for 12 years or so. But it came out that Dr. Wakefield, Andrew Wakefield that is, had changed the data to reflect abnormal results, performed tests on children without parents' consent and such, and just fudged the numbers. There's also a conflict, I cannot speak tonight, of interest in that Wakefield was being paid by a law firm that was looking to sue the maker of the measles vaccine, which is the vaccine that all this stems from, even though there are so many other vaccines out there. Yeah, but, oh, I'm sorry, I made one little mistake, one tiny little mistake. You see, it isn't Dr. Wakefield, it's Mr. The fucker lost his medical license finally. So, you take away this paper, and they still have other avenues they like to go for to prove that vaccines are bullshit or something. They'll say, the big pharmaceutical companies are simply in it for the money. But vaccines are not a big money maker for these companies. It's just a few shots early on in someone's life. It's a one-time fucking thing. And they make their money on pills that you gotta take for 10, 20, 30 years at a time. For life if they're lucky, because they really want that money. I mean, what's gonna make money? A vaccine or a pill? The vaccine being one thing you get early on in your life. One-time deal for that particular vaccine. Or, say, a pill for depression that you might have to take every single day for the rest of your life. What's going to make the money? Vaccines are just a small amount of the money that the pharmaceutical companies make. They ship these things across the entire planet. They're given out in a lot of cases, just straight up given out. It might not be the pharmaceutical company giving them out, but there's enough of a discount for people to be able to afford it to give these things out for free. So apart from that study from that asshole that should be drugged into a fucking field and shot, and the money trail that, oh, they're making so much money off of this shit, that people point to in vaccines is the ingredients. The main one, the main ingredient they go after is mercury. And mercury was, for a very long time, an ingredient in a lot of vaccines. They've removed it for some. It was used as a preservative. But you gotta look at it this way. You're gonna get 9 times the amount of mercury that you would get in a vaccine by eating a fucking tuna fish sandwich. Wow. So eating a tuna fish sandwich is more dangerous, mercury-wise, than getting a vaccine. Big fucking deal. So what have we learned? That the vaccines are major profits for the big corporations, and they're just trying to push it on us because of that. That's fucked up. That's bullshit. What else have we learned? That mercury is a major component of all vaccines, and is in every single one of them. And mercury is dangerous. Bullshit. Tuna fish sandwich is more fucking dangerous. And that vaccines cause autism. Yes, that's right. Vaccines cause autism. Wait, what? That doctor that wrote that study lost his license? The study was retracted from all records from that medical journal? It was a fraud? Oh! There is no conclusive medical evidence, scientific evidence, that vaccines cause autism. But people still point to the rise in the number of cases of autism. What we now see is that a lot of diseases or conditions that we wrote off as something completely different are actually autism. From very extreme cases to very mild cases where you can't tell a thing. Autism is a sliding scale of severity. That's how they now diagnose it. That's what makes it so that the numbers of those with autism are so much higher than they used to be. One of the members of Mythtown, the other group that I am a part of, has autism. The only way to know that he has autism is if you were to look at his medical records or if he was to volunteer that information to you. I mean, he has a very, very mild version of autism. It doesn't seem to affect him in any negative ways. It's just something that is. And he's a good guy. There's nothing wrong with him. Whooping cough, there was an outbreak of it in Washington State. It's been on the rise across the United States. There was a measles issue in Chicago not too far back. These are things that should not be in a day and age where we have some diseases almost completely eradicated. We now run higher risks in this country of potential outbreaks of diseases that should not be a thing anymore. And your child could very well die if an outbreak occurs. Would you place a loaded gun against your child's head, one bullet in one chamber, and hope that that gun lands on an empty chamber? Are you willing to play Russian roulette with their life? Because not vaccinating your child is exactly what you're fucking doing. There is a case to be made that by not vaccinating your kids, that's child abuse, that's child neglect, and you should lose your children. Now, I'm not part of the group that thinks you should lose your children because you didn't vaccinate. Please, get your children the vaccinations. That's all I gotta say on the subject. Thank you for listening. Keep an eye out for tomorrow's video and another political one next week.